How did you link up with Arthur Treacher?
On the Jack Barr show. He came on, and he was a guest on the show, and he was the first guest out, and we started talking, and we could not stop talking. It was just chemistry like that. This older man and this younger man, and he looked very
dignified,
but with great disdain down his nose. And you know, on the show, he would do strange things. He would actually get mad at me and move down the couch and wouldn't speak to me for days. And he would say on the air, "You wretched little man," and he'd move, and I go, you know, you're afraid of losing the audience like that. But he would do that. One time he turned me in the union for not paying him quickly enough. But I love that guy. I mean, he was just great.
It showed too, pal. It showed that you loved this guy. He was your sidekick, your announcer.
Boy, was he,
and remember, he'd say,
"From a little theater off Times Square, it's the Merv Griffin show." And everybody said, "Merv, don't do it. He'll be a one-night joke. The English accent, you know, won't make it." And then David Frost proved it. But, who keeps leaning into my microphone? Look at Tom like that one. I got Tom.
Did he ever?
How come all these ex-presidents and people never hire American interviewers to interview? They always bring over an Englishman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. By the way, do you think you and I could go over and work on the BBC?
Never.
No, can't. No.
Never.
And then, you know, High and Mighty comes over and, chat time on the BBC. Please. Here is Sharon in Lorain, Ohio. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Good evening, Sharon.
First off, I want to say I just love your show.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that.
And I never did think I'd ever get through. I've tried 5 million times, and it's always busy.
Well, you got here on a good night because Merv's here.
I couldn't be happier. He's one of my favorite people.
Thank you. How nice.
I just...
you remember me.
Oh, my God. How could I forget you?
Some enchanted evening.
Oh, I'll tell you. As far as I'm concerned, you're Mr. TV.
Mr. TV.
I thought she said Mr. TNA. TV. Thank you. Well, it's been a number of years, though.
Well,
you know, it's 10 years. No, it will be 10 years next year.
Tell me about it. I don't know why you're not on TV more often. We'd love to see you.
Thank you, ma'am. And, you know, I do a show on New Year's Eve. And I go to resorts, and we do it on the 4th of July weekend. Every year it's become a tradition there. And they mob the place, and they dance, and I lead this big band, 30 pieces.
But it's not on television?
Not on 4th of July, but then we do it on New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's on television.
It's a long way to wait after you rehearse in July and do the show.
Yeah, this is true, yeah. You know, if you could have gotten this funny stuff on the show, you'd still be on. You know.
But the people all mob it, and they dance, and I lead the band. Yeah. And this year we're going to have Phyllis McGuire or McGuire sisters, and Pia Isadora. And everybody dances while they're singing.
Sharon,
in fact, they dance when I talk, Sharon.
Sharon, I'm glad you called.
Listen, I wondered, how did you meet Vanna, and how did you choose her to be on the Wheel of Fortune?
Well, you know something? She was a face on my desk. In other words, I had said to the producer, Nancy Jones, I said, "Nancy, narrow it down to like 12 girls and get just some 8x10 glossy pictures." And she did, and I said, I'll come walk right in the room, and I'll point to whoever I think knocks me for a loop. And I walked right in, and I went, boom, because the camera loves Vanna's face, loves her. And she's exactly what you see on television is exactly what you get when you're with her.
That's correct.
She's darling.
Yeah,
she's
she
a
is.
dear, sweet, wonderful girl.
Yeah, and every time somebody says something at the dinner table, she goes...
That's right. Yeah. She's in the Guinness Book of Records. Most claps. Ever on
claps, on television. Yeah, let's not,
right.
Plural.
Right.
Yeah. Good.
And when I hired her, she went and told the press, she said, "Merv hired me, I knew the whole alphabet." Do you, Tom?
Only letters I know are CBS, kid. Sharon, I'm glad you called. Thanks.
I'm glad I called, too, and lots of luck to both of you.
Thank you, Sharon.
All right.
We love both of you.
Merv doesn't need it, but I take the good wishes. Thank you.
Honey, you both deserve them.
All right, thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Do you ever gamble?
Yes, sir, I have.
You know, I have riverboats. I can accommodate any form that you like. Riverboats?
I'll tell you very quickly, the first time I went to Vegas, I went with people from NBC when I came out here to do the news.
Yeah.
And I went to a casino in Las Vegas, and on a Saturday night at the crap table, I won $5,200. And I called my agent and I said, tell NBC I will not be coming in Monday. I said, there's no sense me going in there for a year to make $55,000 when I can make $5 grand a night here in Vegas.
Is that
He says, well, he says, if you change your mind, call me. He says, otherwise I'll call him first thing Monday. I said, fine. I went back the next day, Merv. That and more went back. Yeah, so I learned either gamble or work, but don't try to combine the two. You don't play in your own, you're not allowed to play in your own.
Not allowed to.
Not allowed to. I tell you, when you own the place, they sure hold you down, don't
Boy, am I saving money.
they? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Marie in Braintree, Massachusetts. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Here's Merv.
Braintree.
Braintree.
Yes. Merv, I was just wondering what kind of a childhood you had. Did you come from a wealthy family, or did you just do all this smart business on your own?
Well, actually, wrong side of the tracks. My father was a tennis pro. He was champion of California. He was a Pacific Coast champion, and his brother was United States champion. All the boys, there were 5 boys. They had all the championships in the 1917, 18, 19, 20, in the early part of my life. He was a tennis pro. Wasn't a lot of money, but we lived on the wrong side of the tracks. It was great.
And where was this?
Very
Out here in
close.
California?
San Mateo, California. Okay. El Dorado Street. And not too long ago, they had a big raffle in town, or what they call those things where they bid on things, auction. Yeah, for a charity. And the lady at the house we used to live in came over and donated the toilet seat.
Really?
And they auctioned my toilet seat. I don't know what it brought, but that was thrilling. I even left some pencils that they could.
You know, God, just in time, yeah.
But no, it was very nice. My father then went into the stock market some years later, but I never took any business. I was terrible in school, so I never took any business courses. But I knew what I liked, and I was quietly investing money as it came in my career. I started in radio, so I wanted to own radio stations.
Bought radio stations and did very well in radio stations when many people lost money in radio stations.
But you didn't advertise it, I always tell a story that I'm a great pal of Gleason's, and I used to hang out with him, and I had great fun. I loved that guy. And we used to walk down the street, at the peak of his career, and I was just this singer coming along. All the cab drivers, hey, yeah, Jackie, and truck drivers, hey, yeah, Jackie, and hey, pal, how are you, pal, And then came that story when he signed with CBS, and he signed with Chrysler, and it came out in the headline, Jackie signs biggest deal, $12 million. Nobody ever yelled at him again. You don't yell at a rich man.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you hear me? Oh, Tom.
I did. We'll be back with Merv Griffin and more as time permits at 800-952-2788. I'm TS. This is the Tuesday night simulcast, and we'll be right back after this for our sponsors and the CBS television stations all across America.